Khan Younis. Gaza Strip. Israel said Wednesday it will allow Egypt to send a limited amount of humanitarian aid to Gaza Strip. This is first crack in 10-day siege on area. The massive explosion that took place at a Gaza City hospital the day before, killing hundreds of people, put great pressure on Gaza doctors treating the injured as medical supplies ran out. The announcement to allow water, food and other supplies was met with outrage as Tuesday night's explosion at Ahli Hospital spread across Middle East, and just as U.S. President Joe Biden is visiting Israel in the hope of preventing a larger conflict in region. Came next. There were conflicting claims about who was responsible for the explosion. Hamas officials in Gaza immediately blamed the Israeli airstrike and said about 500 people were killed. Israel has denied involvement and released numerous videos, audio and other information it said showed the explosion was caused by rocket firing by Islamic Jihad, another militant group operating in Gaza. Islamic Jihad rejected this claim. The Associated Press has not independently verified any of the allegations or evidence disclosed by the parties. After Hamas militants attacked communities in southern Israel on October 7, Israel cut off all supplies to Gaza. The Al-Ahli sharply eased the impact of the siege. Hundreds of injured people were taken to another hospital as the generators nearly ran out of supplies and fuel, and doctors performed surgery on the ground, often without anesthesia. Egypt still needs to repair its border road, which was dented by Israeli airstrikes. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said the decision was approved at Biden's request. He said Israel will not block shipments of food, water or medicine from Egypt as long as they are limited to civilians in the southern Gaza Strip and do not go to Hamas militants. The statement did not mention the urgently needed fuel. Palestinian rocket attacks on Israel resumed shortly before Biden's arrival after a 12-hour pause. Israeli attacks on Gaza continued on Wednesday, including in cities in southern Gaza that Israel describes as safe areas for Palestinian civilians. During his brief visit, Biden sought to strike a balance between demonstrating U.S. support for Israel while containing growing alarm among Arab allies following Tuesday's explosion. Biden embraced Netanyahu upon his arrival and expressed his concern for the suffering of civilians in Gaza. Biden said the hospital explosion was not Israel's fault. From what I see, it looks like this was done by the other team, not yours, he told Netanyahu in front of the media. The Israeli military held a briefing on Wednesday morning on why it was not responsible for the explosion at Al-Ahli Hospital. Israeli military spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari said that no fire was opened in the area when the explosion occurred. He also said Israeli radar confirmed that a barrage of rockets had been fired from a nearby